Greetings, I'm Gravity Master Yogi'z, and I'm out on the trail looking for all sorts of unusual ways to share with you information that is important. And today's example is quite literary to what I'm going to talk about the colon, about our internal organs and how they work. Right here I have a stone, it's an agate, and I want you to notice the layers upon layers of sediments that have been laid down over in the earth over millions of years. Now, if we just relate this as our colon lining, the interior of our colon, and say that this is our colon at birth, right here, and over the years, over time, we lay down little amounts of sediments inside our colon, and over the years, some people look at themselves and go, how did I get this paunch in my belly? How did I get this weight? You know, well, if you do the math, every meal that we consume, we put in our body, lays down a little bit of layer, like a snail layer, a masking. And if we've been eating cooked foods or fried foods, it lays down more oils, and those oils turn to hardened material. Okay? Now that hardened material, right here, over time, gets to be like a rubber encrusted crap inside the colon. Now that's very important to understand, because as the colon gets larger and there's no nutrients that can feed our body anymore, it just lays down more tracts and more tracts. Some people actually have this much of a tract inside their colon, and if you do the math, you take a round sphere like that and you add 2 or 3 inches to it, you got an enlarged colon. That colon can stick out way over your gut. And that's very important to understand, that a lot of times when we consume foods, if we're consuming whatever we're eating and we're laying down, 30 grams of extra interior tissue, extra interior stuff, that garbage that we're not getting out of our colon, 30 grams, which is about an ounce, every single day, well, after 16 days, that's 1 pound, okay? You might look in the mirror after 1 year and say, where did I get this 30 pounds of excess? Well, if you do the math again, 1 ounce a day amounts to about 25 to 30 pounds of excess baggage. And some people will say to me, and they said, Zen, you look great. I haven't seen you in years. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, well, you're not looking so good either, brother. I mean, years ago, you didn't have that paunch, and now it's way out to here. Possibly of a taper, possibly of insects, yeast, molds, and fungus and bacteria, or flukes, or something in your body that's causing you to continue to have an appetite, yet you're not really hungry because your body's not starving, and yet you have all this excess because you're laying down more and more tracts and not eliminating it, and that you got that rubber tire in there, and no nutrients are getting in, so you're not as healthy as when they're looking at me, and we're the same age. And where did they go wrong? Well, that's why you need to watch more of these Yogi'z secrets of revealed, so you can understand what the body is and how energetics are very important to understand. Energetics of how to feel the body, its energy levels, and what takes us down one road, which is possibly the bad, wrong road, which is the sad American diet, the standard American diet, or one of life, and healing foods, foods that are of the earth, foods that we pick ourselves. And number 2, we really got to get sun on our body, take off the clothes, and really get right and real with who we are and with the God. If there was a God, and there is a God, nobody talks about God anymore, but I talk about God, because we do have to really understand that there is a higher force here. So pay attention. Yeah.